So that's got things underway.
So, Jim, would you say that this formation has become the norm in recent years?
Yeah, I think it's one that places the emphasis on your centre-forward, not just holding the ball up or finishing, but all the movement that happens around him, outside and inside the box. And he has to link up with that midfield and bring everybody into play, which ensures a more cohesive system.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Silvestre, and he cuts out the supply. So here is the master craftsman, the arch schemer, the distributor-in-chief, Andrea Pirlo.
And I imagine he's already thinking of ways to pull all the strings from that deep-lying position of his.
He's great, isn't he? The vision he has, the way he can see and measure everything in front of him.
Yeah, it's just fair to say that he's always that one step ahead of his opponents.
Thuram gets across to intercept that. Maldini. And here's Messi.
Messi really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
And this is Messi. Fair to say, I think, a cautious start from both teams. Now it's Lee Kang-in. Oh, that's fabulous. And it's Rice. Guardiola. Great ball, and he's in here. And that looks a decent ball. Van der Sar gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted.
Oh, look, this is about as tentative as it comes. Hopefully, a football match will break out soon.
Isco is always scanning the pitch for targets. Roberto Baggio. Now it's Messi. And he's had it nicked away. Lee Kang-in. Adriano. And no, that was never going to make it. Oh, he's found support out wide. Van Nistelrooy! Goal! Manchester United! Manchester United take the lead. That is a fine goal, really efficiently done.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Manchester United have fired themselves in front.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Out towards the flank. And it's Van Nistelrooy. Maldini kept his eye on it, and he's there. Stojkovic. Passes coming off in quick succession here.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Messi. And that should get the job done. Argentina with the corner, there first. And it's hoisted clear. Manchester United have the chance to go the other way. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Rice. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
The ball is loose and the chase is on. Pressing high and with purpose. Desai cuts it out. And that has put paid to that. Rice. That's good vision. Not a hint of offside here. And he's gone looking for safety.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Pirlo plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Rice. Always onto this. He's in a good position here. Header! Oh, good finish. And This is getting better and better. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you, I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that. Adriano!
Wide, but only just.
He's not happy, and you'd expect that, but at least there's plenty of appreciation for what was a genuinely fine effort. Well, Peter, at this stage we often focus on the creative and goal-scoring talent, but I'm going to mention a defender in Lilian Thuram. As good as they come for me, very strong and athletic and competent in every other department you care to mention.
Just about the perfect defensive specimen.
Yeah, and I think often underrated.
Taken back almost at once. And this is Totti. And they've got rid. Iniesta. It's Rui Costa. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. And here's Totti. Knocks it into space. Hoisted in. Well, clearly he didn't mean it that way, and he is as disappointed as anyone.
Yeah, it all looked so promising until unexpected sloppiness intervened.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Manchester United yet to have an attempt on goal. Stojkovic, passing is crisp and sharp. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Totti tries to pass it through. Thuram makes the interception. Adriano, Totti, nicely weighted ball. Zanetti can see things others simply cannot. And it's Rice. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Iniesta. He's shifting through the gears here. Desai clears without hesitation. Thuram can clear it away. And that is the end of the first half. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, simply put, Peter, they haven't been good enough to trouble the opposition. They need to play with more courage in the second half and a lot more intent.
So at the halfway stage, we still have deadlock. The score 0-0. The second half is up and running.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Looking to pass their way up the pitch. And that's a dangerous ball. Well, we're still waiting for a goal to report here.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Iniesta being watched hawkishly here.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind them up in the process, Peter.
Applies the finish! Argentina couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. Oh, super find. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Manchester United clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
That's good vision. He's only too happy to take that back.
Well, they've got one eye on the clock, but the balancing act is very fine at this stage. Go for it, and it could backfire. Sit back, and it may be at a price.
That has not gone well.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Adriano. He's in a great position here, and he has been fouled there. Now this could be a pivotal moment. Dying minutes, free kick, great position.
Oh, he's pulled off a fine save. Well, I thought the starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And that's it. So a tough one to gauge. Defensive dominance combined with wastefulness in attack, and the outcome inevitable. Your reflections then, Jim?
Listen, the more this game went on, a draw was always likely to be on the card. So overall, I don't think anyone will be complaining too much about what they've got.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank